I need everybody to lock in and answer this question. How are people dating? How are y'all meeting people? I feel like I go out and I go to events and, you know, I'm out and about and nobody approaches anybody.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at the female loneliness epidemic. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's jump right into the video.
There's going to be nothing like the female loneliness epidemic that you're going to see with this generation of women when they hit the 40s. It's going to be out of control. When these 20-somethings hit 40-something, there's going to be massive devastation. There's going to be, the pharmaceutical companies are going to be like, yeah, cashing in on the antidepressants and all of that if they go that route.
We are already seeing it when you look at the statistics for how many women are on medication. It's actually insane at this point.
This is quite raw, but life actually sucks so bad. I am so lonely. I literally spend my weekends just cooking and fucking eating and going to the gym, and that's it. I don't know. Life just fucking sucks.
Modern women made the wrong choices when they were younger, and this is the end result that they are left with.
I'm sick of doing it on my own. I want somebody to enjoy life beside. I want somebody else here too. Fuck!
She could have had someone to share her life with, but instead she chose to share Chad instead, so this is how it pans out.
Dude, being single is freaking sucky and it's freaking hard.
On my own. A 2-bed, 2-bath? Okay, did it. 2 dogs? Did it. Nothing either. 2 jobs? I do it. I need a fucking break.
There are no breaks. When you choose a life of independence, this is exactly what you get.
I know you guys know the feeling, but when you're 30 years old and you're single and you're trying to put yourself out there and your friends are all married and they're like, oh, let's go to the D-backs game, and you're sick, and then you think it's going to be a night out, and then they're 7th inning in and they're like, yeah, let's go get some ice cream after this, and I'm like, oh fuck, we have really different vibes of what the night is going to look like. So then you're scouring for friends that are potentially out in the same area that you are so that you're at least trying to meet.
Her friends moved on to the next phase of life, and that doesn't include drinking all night.
New people, because God knows that when you're with your married friends, you don't really meet a lot of new people. And I love them. I don't blame them. I want to go home and eat fucking ice cream too. But I texted a friend and I was like, you're out, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, can I meet you? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, I'll be waiting. I'm a pathetic fucking loser, but here I am putting my best foot forward, trying to just do things as a single woman and not go home and cry myself to sleep.
You can tell that she has no idea what she's doing right now. You don't meet men at clubs.
One of my favorite things that I see on this app is non-single people telling us single people to get off the apps. Apps are terrible. Yeah, they are terrible. But they're like, go out, Oh yeah, girl, just get ready and go out. The guys will come approach you. Yeah, they're either weird or do nothing. There's no man that just walks up with a cute funny line.
When she says that the men are quote-unquote weird, what she means is that the men are average and not up to her standards.
I don't know, a cute little pickup line. They don't do that anymore. They have no balls. No balls. And I have these little cards that I made I made a few videos ago about I made it to hand out at the Little Rock Marathon, and it's fine. I have those, so if I really want to make a move, I'll do that. But why aren't the men menning? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just find that really odd. They don't do anything. They just stare at you. They'll be in the corner like this. Am I supposed to do something about this? I thought you were a leader.
Perhaps it has something to do with us not wanting to talk to women who call us cowardly in the first place.
I have a couple of single friends, and I'm constantly trying to help them find a good guy. And one predicament that I feel a lot of single girls have is a lot of single girls aren't in the club. And the club typically used to be where you would meet a guy. I feel like, honestly, these days, are you even in the club? Like, a lot of people aren't in the club like they used to be in the club. And so, single guys, if you're not in the club, where do you be? Where are you? Because I'm struggling with, like, how to advise my single girlfriends on where to find a good guy. Are you online? Are you in the grocery store? Are you in the library? Are you, like, busy at work? Are you on public transport? Like, where is a really good place to meet a good single guy these days? Like, I'm just asking for a friend.
The good guys were told to leave these women alone. There is no going back from that.
The New York Times just posted this article, Men, Where Have You Gone? Please come back. So a lot of these articles are coming up where female journalists, specifically single female journalists, make a lot of articles and talk about how men are disappearing from the dating world, and I wonder what the causes can be. Could it be this manosphere, red pill, access to pornography, and like, even though those things could do and have had a play in it.
You can't blame the manosphere for what's happening. You honestly have modern women to thank for it.
A lot of it is for the past, especially the past decade and a half, women have been telling men to not interact with them, to leave them alone, especially on an intimate level. Women have been calling men's intimacy useless to them. Well, as a side effect of that, men have been leaving women alone a lot and not interacting with them on intimate levels or seeking out relationships. So a lot of the women who say women don't complain about the loneliness epidemic, no, they write entire articles about how men stop dating women and it's sad to see, and they miss men reaching out and wanting to date them and be intimate and have those relationships, which is just a way wider spread of complaining about being lonely.
What they don't seem to understand is how there are consequences for calling men worthless for years.
I've been back on Hinge for almost 2 weeks now, and it's been nothing but crickets. Like, it's so dry, and I'm not even looking for anything serious. I'm quite frankly just looking for, like, maybe a fun bender and a drunk makeout sesh. Even that is impossible. One guy was talking to me about how maybe he shouldn't be on here because he's not over his ex. Then there was the second dude where we were just going back and forth with, and then he was like, oh, so when are you going to take it upon yourself? Want me to plan the date? Okay, princess. The cycle of re-downloading and deleting continues.
If she wants to get with a man, then yes, she's going to have to plan the dates from now on, so have fun with that.
Can someone please save me? I don't care about being a girl boss anymore. I don't care. I don't care about being an independent woman. I don't care. Someone save me. Please? I can cook. I can clean. I can grocery shop. I'm really good at laundry. I fold laundry really good. I can fold a fucking fitted sheet. I can bake. I'm really good at cooking. I already said that, but I'm really good at cooking, shopping, just wifey stuff. Like, I don't care. I'm also good at sex.
There is no saving women like this. They are too far damaged, and we are simply not interested.
The fact of the matter is that women are ending up alone and childless, not because they want to or are choosing to. Oh no, my friends. The reality that today's modern women are struggling to cope with is the absolute fact that men are walking away. Rejecting dating, rejecting relationships, rejecting marriage, and ultimately rejecting them, and all women for that matter. And instead of taking responsibility and acknowledging that it's their toxicity, their never-ending ridiculous expectations and demands, and narcissism that is largely to blame, they come up with drivel like this to help them.
The coping doesn't even help them, it just makes them angrier, more bitter, and more lonely.
Cope. The bottom line is, men have realized that today's modern women have nothing, literally nothing to offer in a relationship. And it's the real reason why all these women are going to end up sad, bitter, and alone. But hey, my stock in cat food companies is up over 30% just this year. So that's a plus.
They brought it on themselves, honestly. They went out of their way to become unattractive.
Because the most painful lesson that most single women over 30 learn is that they are too old to date men their own age. Let me repeat that. Most single women over the age of 30 are too old to date men their own age. And what's even more painful is watching those men date women 10 years younger than they are. The reason this lesson is so painful for them to learn is because it completely destroys the BS girl power strategies they were told to employ. They were told, focus on yourself now. You've got plenty of time, girl. You can settle down later. There are always going to
Their plan hinged on assuming that simps would just wait for them after they turned 30. Honestly, not a great plan.
be men around. Well, the problem they're having now is that later has arrived, and the men they thought would be around are nowhere to be found. You see, ladies, you had all kinds of leverage in your 20s. Attention everywhere, more options than you can keep track of, and validation for simply existing. Because you were constantly inundated with endless affirmation of your own sexual market value, your standards kept rising. Meanwhile, the average guys you overlooked, they were building careers, gaining confidence, working on their status, and
Men adapted to the new dating market, and this is the end result, and the women are very damn furious.
learning discipline. While you were getting passed around by all the bad boys, they were quietly upgrading. But as soon as y'all hit 30, the power dynamic flipped. And those same men you once ignored now have the kind of options that make women like you practically invisible. The real sting isn't your age, ladies. It's realizing that you rejected people who no longer need your approval. Because the simple truth is that time doesn't punish women. It simply exposes the women who did not use their leverage wisely. This isn't cruelty. This is consequence. Because the dating market doesn't give a damn about your feelings. It only cares about perceived value in the
That's the one thing many modern women refuse to understand. The dating market sets their value for them.
moment, something you took advantage of during your peak, and now you're in your car crying your eyes out and asking TikTok, where have all the good men gone? Then you want to go on podcasts like Fresh and Fit and talk about how you're single by choice. No, ho. After 30, the choice to be single is no longer made by you. It is made for you. And the men you ignored in your 20s have positively zero sympathy for you. So please, continue lying to yourself and everyone around you. We know the truth. And that truth is that you'll either end up single or married to a loser. And that is your own damn fault. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for daily dating wisdom.
This is why the divorce rates are so obscenely high in the West. They can't respect their man.
Men and men only. Why don't y'all approach women anymore?
Why do men just not date anymore?
I go out and I go to events and, I'm out and about and nobody approaches anybody.
I think men should be in their masculine energy approaching women and asking us out organically in person.
Quick question for men over 30. How do we feel about a girl asking out? Because my girls are pumping me up, but I'm getting mixed reviews from the men. And it's not like y'all are doing a lot of asking. I'm starting to think it's a me thing. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's not.
Men are done with modern women's games. They made it clear that they are not to be trusted at all.
Ladies, are grown men asking y'all for y'all Instagram? Because I really want to know why men don't approach women anymore. Whenever I do go out into an Atlanta social scene, which is rare, it's always usually this scenario. Men with their friend groups on one side, women with their friend groups on one side entertaining each other. Now, mind you, Atlanta is filled with attractive women. So usually when you go into these settings, there are attractive women everywhere.
Nobody cares if she thinks there are attractive women everywhere. That is not exactly our problem, is it?
But the men do not be bothered by these women. It's almost as if the women don't even exist. When I was coming up and you were going to the club, men were on your body. Like, they stayed in your face. They stayed hollering at you, trying to dance, talk to you, whatever. But what's happening in the climate today where men do not talk to women?
Those days are gone. Men became fed up with women like this. They are completely on their own at this point.
Question for the men. Why is it that men have stopped approaching women in public? Because I feel like back in the day, like in the 90s and early 2000s, it was so common for men to walk up to women, strike up a conversation, and just see where it goes. But nowadays, I don't really see that anymore. Men, what made you stop approaching women?
The 90s were a different time. Back then, women didn't straight up hate men nearly as much as now.
Y'all want to know what the problem is nowadays? The men don't yearn no more. Like, oh my God, it's like starting to, it's really getting annoying. everybody want to be nonchalant. Everybody want to be like, oh, I'm the last to send a text. Oh, like, why do the men want to be the women? Like, I'm so confused. The women are the one who's yearning more than the men nowadays. The women are chasing the men. The women are double texting the men. The women are taking care of them.
The fact that she's complaining about taking care of a man proves why she is eternally single.
I keep seeing all these videos on TikTok talking about, oh, why don't the niggas yearn no more? Men don't yearn anymore. They don't yearn for women anymore because they're yearning for the boys. They're gay. These niggas are gay. They like boys. That's why they don't yearn for women, baby.
Throwing out a bunch of slurs is not going to motivate men to give a damn about these women.
Do girls like to be approached in public?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Oh, definitely, 100%. If they think you're cute, it's okay. And I know that's subjective because how are you supposed to know? But 80 to 90% of the time, don't bother a bitch unless she gave you eyes like 3 times. Like if she like, whatever. And even if she did, be like nice and respectful and chill about it.
I think it depends on the approach.
I think the fact that there's now an uprise in dating apps has really discouraged guys from going up to girls in public.
The rules within rules to approaching women have become so bonkers that it's actually just not worth it at this point.
But I think if you're like at a bar, like there's nothing wrong with getting approached by a guy, and I think guys should definitely shoot their shot if you're out and about.
As long as it's not in a creepy way, it's just more personal and you could kind of get a feel for the person as opposed to just Instagram or like a DM. And it feels more organic. That's the word.
When they say don't be creepy, what they really mean is don't approach if you are not attractive.
I need everybody to lock in and answer this question. How are people dating? How are y'all meeting people? I feel like I go out and I go to events and, you know, I'm out and about and nobody approaches anybody. No, I'm not kidding. I went to a work event at a bar last week. I stood at the bar by myself for 10 minutes. Not one person approached me. And it's not like on some, you know, like, oh my God, I think I'm hot shit and like somebody should, no, not at all. I'm not even talking about like getting somebody a drink, just coming up and saying hi, introducing yourself. How the fuck are y'all meeting people? I don't understand. I go out all by myself. I go to Starbucks, I get coffee, I go to sporting events. Nobody approaches me. I don't understand. How are y'all meeting people? I don't get it. Is it just Instagram now?
It almost sounds like she was more upset that she had to pay for her own drinks for once, which is absolutely hilarious. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.